Gabriella with InEvent, if you'd like to start your demo, thank you for joining us.
Yes, of course, it's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me. And hi, everybody. So I am Gabby from InEvent. I will share a little bit more about us and about our platform. So I'll start with a brief presentation so you get to know us a little bit better, and then I'll go into a quick demo of the platform. Okay, so I'll share my screen with you here. All right, can everybody see it? Yeah, all good, okay. All right, so InEvent is a technology for events, and not only for virtual events, but also for in-person events. In fact, we've been in the market for over 7 years now. So we've initially started with developing technology for in-person events, all the registration part of it, of course, the on-site, when you get to the event, all the badge printing, all of those things, marketing, communication, and so forth. And we've developed a virtual solution for your event, 100% virtual. So as we see, next year, perhaps a lot of the events go in hybrid as well. You can combine all of our solutions to host both your virtual and your hybrid events on our platform. So our goal really is to help our clients leverage the best out of their online events with our virtual solution. So we have developed a virtual lobby that allows for people to really engage with one another, interact with one another, and for our customers, so the event organizers, to have everything in one unique platform. So the idea really is to be a one-stop shop where you can do all of the pre-event planning part of it up to hosting the event itself. And of course, post-event actions. So, if you need to communicate surveys, anything you need, you can also have that all integrated with our platform. Okay. So this is the InEvent virtual lobby. So just an overview here, I'll go into more details with you, but basically we envisioned a solution that would bring the most out of the in-person interactions into the virtual world. So we created, of course, possibilities for you to host your sessions, live streaming sessions, video conferencing sessions, networking possibilities, everything within our own platform. Okay, so it's our own inbuilt solution. Everything is in there in your virtual lobby. All right. So some features to benefit your events, flexibility. So you can always jump into your InEvent account, change any information you want, add any content you want to your event. Scalability also. So you can host events to up to 100,000 people on our platform. So almost unlimited unless you have a bigger event than that. But and security, of course. So we're always making sure, that you have data and security and privacy, so you can have private sessions for your attendees. You can control the invitations you send out, and you can also have encrypted access links, okay, for your guests. So I will show you now a live demo of the platform so that you understand how it works. So the first step would be to have to build your landing page. Okay, so you can build your own landing page within our platform. This is part of all of our packages, and you can have your own customizable landing page for your event for people to register, or even for them to just learn more about the event. So if you wanted to, invite specific people instead of allowing, open registration to the public, you can also do that. But this is also an option that you have to have registration through your landing page, or even to just showcase more information about your event. So this here is the landing page we had for an event that was hosted in November. So it was our InEvent Fest. It was a 2-day event with multiple sessions and interactions to talk about, virtual events, hybrid events, the industry in general. So basically, as you can see, everything here is fully customizable. So it can be, with your own branding or with your client's own branding and information. We have templates, very easy to just pick a template and customize it. No need for, coding or developing anything on your own. You can use our templates that are already there for you. You can see here the different dates, everything that is going on. You're also able to have your speakers information there. So you can add a little bio about them if you would like. And you can have also a possibility to showcase your sponsors, exhibitors, partners, anything you want, okay? So again, this is fully customizable. This is just the page that we created for that event specifically. And the process is very simple. So you create registration forms, right, for people to register for the event. It can be with your information, with whatever questions you want to ask. So everything customizable. Here, since this is a past event, we're now watching it on demand, but this would be the registration button that will make you fill out the form, right? So your attendees will fill out whatever form you decided, and they will receive a confirmation email with their own unique link to the platform. So I was joining it here today. So here is the email that you receive. So again, this email, we have templates ready. You can customize this however you want, add any information you want, and you can add the unique link that each person will get to access the virtual lobby, okay? So very easy. They'll register, get their confirmation email. They can add it to their calendar, anything they want. And once they click in the link, they will automatically join the event. Okay, so this is where the event takes place. This is our virtual lobby. This is fully customizable as well. So 100% white label solution. If you want, you can customize everything from, the layout, the branding, the font, the colors. You can also have your own logo here or your client's logo. You can even customize the URL if you want. So if you don't want your attendees to see anything about an event anywhere, that's perfectly fine. You can just add your own URL there to your event. Okay, so just an overview of our virtual lobby. You have your main, your welcome area where you can have a video like we had in this case. You can also have a static image if you prefer. This can be built however you want it to be. Here you also have the possibility for news feed, so you can, update information about the sessions, about the events throughout the day, and send out notifications in this news feed. You can also connect it to your to your Twitter account if you want, so that it's automatically posted there as you post on your LinkedIn. So very easy to also link it with your social media there. And you can enter some information about the event. So if you want to add any additional information, you have this possibility here as well. So you have the welcome area, the sessions right below. So you can have either a one-day event or a multiple-day event, okay? You can build your event to be happen for as many days as you want. And you can set up as many sessions as you want. So one thing important to point out, all of our solutions, our video solutions are inbuilt. So you can use, so when you enter a session, if you're a speaker, you use our own inbuilt solution for the live streaming. We also offer one-on-one video calls. So real-time communication is also available. Or you can have some pre-recorded videos on demand. So you can play around with those as you please, okay? So let's say this was a welcome session. This was live the day of the event, okay? So within the session, you can add information about your speakers. You can also have information about that session. And you also have an area to display banners or ads. Let's say you have a sponsor for that specific session. You can display their ads here and direct people to any website you want. Here as well, you can have some information about the sponsor if you have any sponsors for that section. And you can interact with the other attendees. So we have our chat that people can talk to one another, okay? Interactions through the chat, also through polling. So you can create multiple polls for people to vote on. You can also add a questions tab so that's only for questions. So people ask questions there and others can upvote the questions that have most votes can be answered by the speaker first, for example. So all of these interactions within the session are also available. And here on the people list, so if you had other people, if we're live in the event, we had other people here, I'll be able to see everybody that is online, okay? And you can click on somebody's name if you want to learn more about them and see a little bio. This is where the sessions happen. You do not have to go back to the lobby in order to jump to a next session, so very easy. You're watching this main session here. It's time for the next session. You just click and jump right into the next session. So you can set up as many sessions as you want and have them go run right after the other. Okay, so this was another session that we had there. Again, with the same ways for people to interact. In fact, this one here had the questions tab that I mentioned. Okay, so you can ask questions here and others can vote so that you get the questions with the most votes on top. Also, if you want to explore some more, you can go back and you can search for the networking area. So let's say you want to network with people, you can find them here and you can learn more about them. So you can get a bio about them, any tags they added to their profile. This can be, regarding their interests or, their industry, anything you want. You can choose to send them a message. So you can talk to people in the private chat here, just private one-on-one messages, or you can even go on call. So you can invite other attendees to go on a one-on-one call with you and network with them, okay? So if I make this a public call, other people will see us in the group room and they can join us. So it's very easy. You can select your microphone, your camera, and you join and you can interact with the person you're networking with, okay? So very easy for networking as well. You can share your screen if you would like. You can interact also with the person or with the people that are here with you through the chat feature. And you may also change the room privacy. So let's say you're interacting with a group of people here and now you don't want anybody else to join. You can make this a private room as well. Okay, so if you want, you just make it private and nobody else can join you guys now, okay? So again, while you're here, you can see everything else that is going on. So if it's time to jump into another event, another session, you can just go back there. If you want to, see more about let's say the sponsors. So you have the sponsor rooms here that you can also jump into straight from here if you want. You can also jump from one group room to the other. So if you're in one here, you can just jump to any other ones. As you can see here, these can be set up with different topics so that you get people, into breakout sessions to discuss any topics that they have a common interest in. And here in the networking, you can also interact with other people, send messages, and invite them to go on calls. Okay, so these are also the ways you can interact here. Let me go into one of the sponsor rooms to show you a little bit more about those. So as you can see, it's very easy to jump from one session to the other and from one area to the other. You don't have to go back to the lobby at all to do that. So this is an example of a sponsor room. The sponsors can have their own booth, right? Just like they would in an in-person event. So if they want, they can have somebody here live with our video conferencing solution, just talking to people, interacting, inviting over people onto the stage to interact with them, all of that. Or they can have pre-recorded content, like in this example here. So during the live event back in November, we actually had somebody from our team there interacting with the attendees live. But now that we're allowing people to come back and rewatch it, it's just some pre-recorded content showing a little bit more about InEvent. Okay. You can also allow for your sponsors to display their information, the banners as well. And here you also have the Files tab. This is available in all of the sessions. You can upload any files you may want for people to download. Very easy. They just click and download it to their computer. Okay. And all of this content, so the polls, the files, these can be either set up previously to the event, so you can have them ready for when people join, or you can set them during the event. So if right now I'm the sponsor and I am hosting this room, if I want to share any other files, I can just upload it right away. I would have a button here, upload now. So you can also do it during the event. All right. So basically, this is an overview here of the main sections of the virtual lobby. As you can see, the sponsor area shows up here as well. So you can display your sponsors, give them really a spotlight there in the main page. If you want, they can have their logo, etc. And then down here is where you have the networking in the group rooms. One thing that is interesting about the networking as well is that you can search for people to network with specifically, and you can filter. So let's say you want to filter by only the people that are online at that specific time, so that you can go on video calls with them and so forth. You can click here and you filter by online users only, okay? And that will filter in this list. You may also use the tags to filter the networking, so that you find people with common interests or people that you're looking for in particular. So let's say you're a sponsor and you're looking for a delegate, for delegates only to network with. You can have a tag delegates and they can click and find these delegates to network with. All right. So many ways to interact during the event and network, really. All of the sessions can be set up with specific times for them to begin. If you have attendees from different time zones, different countries, anything like that, this is automatically linked to the person's computer. So you don't have to worry about that. Let's say you set it in Eastern time. If there's somebody on Central time on their computer, the start of the sessions will be showing in their own time zone. Okay, you can have as many sessions as you want. You can search for sessions as well. So these are the main features available here in the virtual lobby. Again, this is all white label, customizable. You can change anything if you want. You can also have a tab just for the agenda. So if you want people to be able to pin specific sessions to their agenda, you can also do that, right? So here they can see an overview, see more details about any specific sessions, okay, add it to their calendar. And they can also download the materials, the content directly from here, all right? So this is another feature that you have available. My account, the attendees have their profiles there, so they can edit their profile at any time, change their tags, add anything you decide to add to the registration form for them to fill out, okay? So these tabs here are also all customizable. You can have what you want here, take it out what you don't want. So basically these are some of the experiences that you can have here in our virtual lobby. And we offer all full analytics for your event. So as I just jumped into some of the rooms, and if I vote on some polls and things like that, you can get all of those interactions on the back end of the platform. So you can download it, you can offer it to your client, or even to sponsors or exhibitors. If your attendees allow you to share their information, you can also do that. All right, so you can get full analytics, see who's been in each room, for how long they were there, anything you might want. So I think this is a good overview here. Of course, all of the marketing communication, all of the emails that you send out, the registration, surveys, post-event surveys, you can do everything through the platform if you would like as well. Everything is integrated, all right? So I think this is it. This is a initial overview here. We do encourage you, if you have any specific events, anything in specific you want to talk to us about, you can let me know. We can book, a call to go in deeper into the functionalities, and also what we offer. If you have any specific events or particular needs that you have, I can also send you this link here. And it's very easy. You just click and you can book the best time for a call. All right. Any questions?
I do.
Yeah, please.
Do you you say it's basically, it's a blank sheet. Do you allow us to toggle between languages?
Yeah. In fact, we have some specific languages already set up that you can just pick from. So English, Spanish, French, Portuguese, and German. They're already as default. So any of these you can choose in the backend to be the default of the platform. But if you needed to change anything, you could also change it right here, for example. So if you wanted to, I think, let's see, I don't know if they would have it in Portuguese for this one or any other language, but basically you can also play around with that directly through the platform. And one thing is that, of course, the content, you add your content. So the content would be in whatever language you edit. So let's say if we had changed, the overall information to Portuguese, this would still be in English because this is because the content was edited in English, okay? But you have the possibility to add content in any language, and the setup of the whole platform, you can choose in the backend if it's going to be any of those languages that I mentioned.
So if I had two streams, one was one was English and one was French, anyone in the French experience I would be able to send them the same plenary in the language of the choice that they've chosen.
Yeah, if you want to have the two sessions to let them choose, you can have them both available. If you already know who is going to attend each, so if you know who is attending the one in English, who's attending the one in French, you can even set up in a way that they only see their own there, so they don't see a bunch of different sessions. So let's say me, Gabriella, I'm linked to the French one. When I join, I'll only see here my session in French specifically, okay?
So I can, if I wanted to push an English option, they could choose too, right?
Yeah, you can have that option for them to choose. And we also offer speech to text transcription, and that can also be a translation within the
Okay,
session.
you have my full attention.
Nice, I like that.
So okay. you do speech to, okay. So but I know the technology isn't there yet, where if I switch into different languages, cuando hablan español un momento, it can't follow me on that. I have to stay in one language. No puedo cambiar la lengua or para el francés. It won't change that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. You set up the language that the speaker is talking. So let's say you set up the English, you'll be talking in English. You can set up the translation to be to French if you want, or even you can just be a transcription really in the same language. So you can have a transcription in the same language if you want. Or if the speaker is speaking in Spanish, you want it to be translated into English, you all can also do that. Okay.
I don't want to monopolize your time, but I will definitely be connecting with you.
Okay, sounds good. Please do. Be happy to help. Anybody else? Any other questions? Please let me know if you do.
Continue.
Yeah,
Let's Pro and send the stream to you, or StreamYard, or is that how you're taking them?
Both. Okay. Nope, this is not. This is our own inbuilt solution, but this is also an option. So we offer RTMP streaming. Lots of our customers use StreamYard and so forth. And we also have Wirecast, so you can integrate however you prefer.
Okay. If no one else has a question, I have another one.
Please go ahead.
So my last question, so I sit in the government of Canada. My role is to create accessible events for people with disabilities, and not just people with disabilities, but people who have invisible disabilities, whether they're cognitive or whether they're visual, including providing services to Canadians. But the purpose for coming to this is to find products that might meet some accessibility requirements. Yeah. While this product is beautiful for the person that can see, does it have can I tab through this to get two different experiences, or can I provide a less pretty version for someone who's using a screen reader?
Yeah, so yeah, go ahead.
And if you don't have that, don't worry, because we're looking for it still.
Yeah. So, well, we do have another interface that is simpler and cleaner than this one. It's still within our virtual lobby, but it was our classic version. This one is what we call the Neo version. It's the new one that we just launched. But one thing that you can do is if you have people that you want to access a specific type of solution or platform that is specifically for them, you can have like, so in this example, this is for a different purpose. It was for translation, but you can add them as a partner. So if you do find a solution that is just, you know, for the sound or for translation, you know, they would be translating or
Yep.
I don't know, speaking slowly for about whatever is happening in the session. You can also allow for this integration within our solution, right? So let's say in this session, you want to add a banner here that would direct the people that have to go there to that specific page. You can do that. And in fact, we had this this integration here for this translation partner of ours to French. So for people that wanted to listen to this in French, they could click here, and then you have the link in this page to go directly into their website and listen to the translation in French in real time, right? Just a few seconds delay, but
Now I'm
yeah.
excited.
Nice, so am I. I'm glad it can help. All right.
Thank you so much, Gabriella. If no one else has any questions, I'm going to go ahead and stop recording. Feel free to use the chat to exchange contact details. Gabriella, do you also mind dropping your contact details should anyone want to get in touch with you?
Will do. I'll send it here in the chat. I'll also send the link if there are any other specific requirements and events that anybody has that you want to talk to me about. I'll be happy to. We can book a call as well. So let me send it right here in the chat.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I'm going to go ahead and stop recording.